warp gate's prepared yet.
You need to try and pick off the units as... Look at the shields on the warp missiles.
Oh my god, the drone's gonna take them.
All right, it's time. Game number 3 between Fenix and Rhett. It's the rubber match, Artosis.
Boing!
Is that what the sound making the rubber match goes on? You gave me that look right before you said that, like it was going to be really funny. You're like, boing!
I think it was really
It's the
funny.
cartoon sound effect match, Artosis.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, if you haven't seen the first 2 games between these two, check them out. Very educational. Definitely, you can learn a lot about both races.
Yeah.
And how to, sort of approach, this matchup.
Well, this is the IGN Pro League. This is the losers bracket, Tasteless. So whoever loses this is gone.
Is actually a loser. They're
out.
actually out.
Yeah,
they've
they've
lost.
Cool.
Oh my god, that's deep.
Yeah.
Looks like Fenix, by the way, does now know the location.
Good depot
Rhett, as does
placement.
Rhett know with Fenix.
Yeah. It's mutual. They
Yeah.
both know now. And knowing is half the battle.
It is.
The other half is fighting against your opponent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the actual battle part of the battle.
Yeah.
So, I guess we could say that both these guys have sort of fit the characteristics of what we know of them. Hold that thought. Early gas here. All right, as I was about to say, these guys are sort of fitting their stereotypical play styles, which is fine. They have a style.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're good at it.
I think, again, we're going to see a bunch of timings from Fenix.
It's funny because getting gas first now with Terran is so popular.
Yeah.
It almost feels like it's now the normal build, I feel like, I see
Almost.
with top Terrans.
Almost, man.
If you guys never played StarCraft 1, gas first did occur every once in a while with Terran, and even with Protoss, but it was just such a rare sight
Yeah.
that it's funny to see it here in StarCraft 2 being somewhat normalized.
Well, it just kind of makes sense. The Marines, they're good, they're great, but you can do more with tech units as the game progresses, as people learn better and better how to deal with these Marine rushes. We're seeing Rhett hold them beautifully, like on the Shakuras game.
Yeah.
And, you're going to need a higher tech unit to really deal with his Zerglings, or he's going to be able to hold you. So that's probably what Fenix is going to go for. Will it be a Banshee? Will it be Hellion? It's hard to say, Tasteless. We're going to have to wait and see. On the other hand, Rhett just going for a very quick expansion. No gas yet, though, and just starting the gas as I say that.
Yeah, no gas just until you said that. This is a game where these two guys in these spots are really going to have to be very careful. It's a map where we see a lot of drops from Terran, a lot of quick Banshees, but of course Zergs know that.
Yeah.
It's also a situation where obviously if Terran doesn't damage the Zerg enough early on, the Zerg is just going to continue to expand, each expansion farther away from the Terran's production facilities. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, exactly. That's why Zergs love this map.
Now we got a little battle coming up here.
Yeah.
The SCV Marine moving out here. Is he going to get that drone? No workers actually killed yet on either side.
Great harassment, though. He's made him lose a lot of mining time. Look at that. Rhett even making his gas to make that stay alive. And even though the Marine goes down, I would say that was completely worth it, Tasteless. That was a nice little harassment. Just traded a Marine for all that damage.
Yeah, it was actually a really good rush he did there. Now we see that the entrance, the wall-in is now set up. Hellions are on the way. And that little hiccup in the income there for Rhett is going to make it just a little bit harder to hold off these two Hellions that are going to be headed towards him pretty soon.
Every little thing tastes. 23 supply for Fenix, 31 for Rhett, but Phoenixes will start jumping up with that reactored Hellion production. And looks like he's starting to creep to him right there. I wish he would start it in the main base so that he could get these queens to the ramp a little bit quicker to help defend against the Hellions, but we will see if these Hellions actually end up doing too much damage, if he's going to end up regretting not having that there.
Yeah, we're going to see. Here come the Hellions now. You got to be careful. You can kill a lot, but if you lose these Hellions, you don't do a lot. You're in a very difficult position for the rest of the game.
We have the spine going up, drones retreating very smartly, and just some zoning defense while he waits for the spine crawler to actually finish and help him hold these Hellions off.
2 more Hellions here now. And is he going to get up that ramp?
And notice the Queen cannot get over there yet, so losing a lot of Zerglings that definitely Rhett did not want to lose there, but now he does have both Queens down on the creep. And the Spine Crawler about to finish, so he should be able to hold this off now.
Yeah, he should be in pretty good shape. There are still a lot of Hellions. Zerg's economy not too bad a shape, but oh my god!
No.
They've breached it. They're in the main now. If Fenix can control these Hellions well, and he's not, they can do a ton of damage. But in this case, it looks like only one is alive still.
Yeah, and he'll take that out easily with the Lings left over. Oh, never mind, they all die. But the Queen coming up, and probably not going to see any more kills. But again, if he had creep in between those two bases, a lot of this stuff may have been prevented, Tasteless.
All right, there's now 3 Hellions in the main. If he gets a few good shots off here,
nice!
nice!
Citizens arrest! Oh, it didn't work out. Looks like those citizens.
Oh my god!
God, that was ridiculous. That is just a pile of burnt drones, Tasteless.
Well, they
That
were
is a mass
cremated.
grave right there.
No funeral for them, only cremation.
Well, they wanted their ashes spread amongst the creep.
I was about to say that.
Back to what they came from. Now we do have a Banshee coming in. Non-stop aggression here, and look at this, a lot of damaged drones. But it looks like he wants to attack the Queen. Very sloppy there, unfortunately, for Fenix. Really not getting kills that he could have gotten. He could have killed 3-4 drones with that, actually, pretty easily. In the meantime, the single alien comes over, gets cleaned up by Red Zerglings, and Red's taking a lot of damage, but that is a late command center by Fenix.
Yeah, as much damage as Fenix has done, he needs to take care of his own economy at the same time. He is making more Banshees. I've noticed Fenix occasionally over-making Banshees. I think he's used to actually manhandling his opponent so much more
Yeah.
in normal matches that when he actually gets in a situation where he's against somebody like Red, I mean, Red is very good at bouncing back from stuff, even better than Hydra.
Yeah, I would certainly agree with you, Tasteless. But that kind of makes sense because Fenix is one of the best players in the world, but Rhett, I would dare say, is even better. He's a hard player to prepare for. So, I mean, who are you going to actually practice against that's going to put up a fight like Rhett?
Yeah, Red a little bit better at harassing and throwing the other player off, counterattacking. Hydra a little bit better at just mass producing units. Here come the Banshees, though. With these 2 Banshees, easy to one-shot drones.
That's right, and that single Queen looks like it will be taken out. The 2 other Queens up on that high ground. Again, no creep there. Really slowed those Queens' movements down. I hate to harp on it so much, but especially against a player like Fenix, you're going to want to be able to move so quickly with your Queens.
Well, Fenix is just known for attacking early on, and you should notice that Banshee in there.
Yeah, a little bit sloppy and ends up losing.
Careful, Fenix.
Yeah, gets away with the last one, but no, never mind.
Flappity flap flap.
Is that the sound of a muter?
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
We do have Baneling speed on the way, more mutas as well, and Fenix, even though he has that command center, has not landed it at his expansion yet, and that's actually a problem, Tasteless. Even though he's killed a lot of drones, he's done a lot of damage, killed off Queens and whatnot, Rhett has 2 mining nodes, whereas Fenix only has 1 at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, he had the orbital for a while. He has actually too many SCVs to have on just one base. He has over 3 SCVs for each patch right now.
Yeah.
That's like literally just too much. He should have taken that a little bit quicker. When you're attacking Zerg this much, you're in the Zerg's base this much, guess where the Zerg is not going to be, Artosis? They're not going to be at your expansion.
That's true.
You can take that, you can defend it, and you're going to be in good shape. Here come the medevacs now. They're moving in here.
Got to be careful. There are mutas out, so if those get caught in the air mid-flight, but the mutas do fly by, and looks like they're going to go into harassment mode. Tasteless, taking out some of these SCVs, no doubt. And here comes the drop. This is actually pretty fearsome. Loses that Queen. Back come the mutas. Will he have enough to actually hold this off? Now, Stim is not done, so this is not as fearsome as it may look to some of you out there that play TVZ. And here we go. The Zerglings coming in, but again, no Stim, and no real micro to speak of either. Looks like Rhett will hold this, and not only hold it, but destroy it, killing both medevacs in just a second here. Wow, that was a very nice hold. Now Fenix in a lot of trouble.
Once again, we're seeing the same problem from Fenix. He's attacking, and he's not even able to get his army back to his home base. He's basically giving up large chunks of units. Occasionally he's doing damage, occasionally he's not. And, one thing about Rhett is he's very collected, he's very calm. He's actually willing to sit back and take blow after blow after blow, knowing eventually one of those blows isn't going to hit just right. And that's where he starts to recover.
Well, right now, Looks like some Zerglings running around. What is Fenix's plan now? Is he just going to hit a 2-base timing? Is he going to take a third? We see he hasn't even taken his 4th gas yet, so that makes me a little bit wary about him. What kind of late game plans does this guy have? I don't know if he really has any. You know, his drops have all failed, and the Mutalisk Harassment's starting to get pretty annoying. Rhett's already taking his 3rd base and getting nice upgrades. Fenix is in a kind of rough spot here.
Yeah, you know, the longer this game goes on, the harder it gets for Terran in these spots because the Zerg can expand so far away. So he's moving up here. It looks like he's going to do a push. He's going to have to be careful. Rhett, of course, with a counterattack. Phoenix may have to turn around 2 counterattacks.
Very nice. Hitting the SCVs all over the place, taking out a bunch on those geysers that can't be underestimated. Meanwhile, the Zergling's doing a lot, but here comes this push. And Fenix with the nice sim taking out a lot of creep tumors. But here come the mutas. Here come some banelings as well before the tanks are all fully sieged. And actually that was pretty decent overall. And with these mutas, he got the Marines.
Yeah, he got the Marines. He could just kill all this with ease. There's just no way. All you have to do is take out the Marines, and of course the siege tanks can't even defend for themselves.
Nope, siege tanks can't hit air tasteless. And Rhett gonna clean that up. Fenix drops to 66 supply against 92. I mean, this is not a position that's very recoverable. Fenix just keeps attacking, and you know, this is a problem some Terrans have. They're just so aggressive because it works a lot of the time. They hit someone like Rhett, and it's like, well, dude, that is not going to work. Rhett knows how to hold.
Yeah, Rhett's defense is just too good. I mean, there's no other way to put it. And he's clearly very calm and collected when he's being attacked, and that's actually the big factor, is that he's not shaken up like a lot of Zergs are when Terrans start to apply pressure on them.
Yeah, I mean, Fenix's next attack is just going to be the same as the other ones. It's going to be Marines, Siege Tanks, and Medivacs. And what makes him think here that this is actually going to work against Rhett this time? Rhett is just kind of taking the map, macroing up. He's getting a great economy, but still making enough units. Basically, Fenix is going to be hoping that Rhett gets a little bit too greedy and doesn't make the units that he needs. But Rhett, such a top-level Zerg, should be completely fine with having those units, as we've seen. And we notice, look at that, mining out in the main base, Rhett taking a 4th. This game may not go on too much longer.
Yeah, I think Fenix is going to have to either turtle up and take a gold base, which is a little bit risky. He's kind of out in the open, and of course in these spots he's going to go Bird Lord, or he's going to have to go for one final push.
Well, I think this is the final push
that
you were
should
talking
be it.
about.
Well, yeah, I mean, unless I don't know what we're going to see. He's stimming, he's moving out here.
And, he's got 3 siege tanks. That's pretty helpful. 97 supply to 134, though. That's quite a difference.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see. He'll have to control his Marines perfectly. The number of Mutalisks out on the map is pretty scary. Even he's only doing a small amount of damage to these Marines.
Sick, man! And yeah, that's it, man. Fenix is going to be out of the tournament.
That is the nail in the coffin.
That is the dirt on top of the coffin.
Wow.
That is everyone tears their eyes, turning around and getting into their cars to go away from the funeral because Fenix is dead as a doorknob, and it looks like this is it, man. Just nothing left. He has 22 mutas against 1 Marine. I think that Rhett wins that.
That'd have to be one hell of a Marine to win that battle. All right, that does it. GG. You have your victor of this round, Liquid Rhett.